I'd like to welcome you to Papis Poetry Corner, hosted by me, the one and only Poetry Papis, where words and rhythm come together to catch a vibe. We go live every Wednesday night at 9. So writers and artists of any kind, if you feel inclined to jump off the porch and join us on the corner, email me at papispoetrycorner@gmail. Let's go!
I wonder why we trap ourselves in mind frames of negative thoughts. Mind chatter getting fatter than our bank accounts. Because we talked ourselves out of the last opportunity believing we wasn't good enough. When we were built God tough. With heads and sand and the blow of a mighty breath, our destiny is with. And ascension is the mission to go higher than any comprehension. We bold. Truth be told, we are the truth. With our royal blood dripping roots. Truth is, I dozed off while writing this poem. And took a walk with God without knowing because he looked just like me. And that's extreme alchemy. Come get you a piece. And let's lay mediocrity to rest eternally. R.I.P. the old me. Believing that something had to be wrong with me to feel the way I feel or like what I like. But let's take it back to the old days where the village raised the children. Yet they still mind their own business. Let's stay relentless in our quest of freedom. Practice diligence instead of all this repentance. We can stay wild and nerdy. Liberated internally. We can even be ratchet rebels on the ultimate journey to peace. A place where we can release the beast safely. In a haven made by soft hands, thick lips, and wide hips. In a place where we can taste heaven in a sip. My mind chatter getting louder, telling me to wake up. Your dreams are right in front of you. So don't mess it up.
Broken wings and crack fiends while watching out for cop beans. But all the while, they like to say that our streets are clean. Clean of what? White collars. Jigger still hustle for the dollar. Sometimes I want to... This just some stuff our third eye can't follow. Because most of us too ignorant to even recognize the collar. Instead of hanging us with rope, they ship our ass in dope. All the while to watch a little jigger on a scope. A jigger flying on no hope with no wings. But he don't give a flick because he think he's so clean. Oh yeah, what you call it? Bling bling? But if you really shine, everybody know you grinding. Climb too high up the mountain, your ass is bound to hit snow. When them crazy-acts try to give you 25 to the door. A 5 years probation, that's some hard shit to be facing. When all you call yourself doing is really paper chasing, I call it jigger erasing. White folks fixing the populations with stimulations of the devil's potion. Your ass is roasting, feeling like you coasting. Like you got syphilis on the brain because they got your ass tamed from the day you get your social security card with your name. But who's to blame that we trapped in this game?
Today's black woman have the right to hold her head in the clouds. Because for many years, it was us as men that tried to keep her down, but she turned her frown upside down and started doing things on her own. Her baby daddy wasn't around, so she was forced to turn her house into a home. For them kids that gave her hell, but she did her job well. Not once did she pay her bail because they never went to jail. Why? She was a fighter, a prayer warrior, on her knees every day. And she'll just pray that the Lord will make a way for her someday. You see, my mother, she's a beautiful black woman. She's independent and real strong, but she's been down for too long, going through times that was wrong. But now she is sitting on her throne because she played the double role, you see. She had to be my king and my queen. My daddy was never there for me. So at Christmas, we had gifts. At Thanksgiving, we still had food. My mother did what she had to do to make sure my sister and I were cool. She never took her anger out on us when bills were past due, and the way she hustled, I never knew child support never came through. So basically what I'm saying is that, ladies, my mother raised me despite the absence of a man. And I promise you could do the same thing if you only believe that you can. Fall on your knees and pray to the Most High and ask him to guide your hand. And your sons will be like me. Proof a woman can raise a man.
And when they come for me, I'll be ready. Tongue on go, lyrics be machete, confetti, I be locked on target, sharp and fast darted, bullseye is where their heart is, I hope they can take it. When I hit them with those Diddy take bets, Black Queen, bad boy rap, I got Biggie faith in a mustard seed of maize, Dylon fire in my hands, my words be choppers, I'm making the band when they come for me. I'll stand 10 toes in the sand for my Mortal Kombat. I'll cage Johnny and take his power back. Get over here, Scorpion. An X gon' give it to you, but not harder than K. When they come for me, they better aim for my brain, cause cause I claim the set of my ancestors. The blood in my veins won't let you best us, cause we got shit to do and we got shit to prove. Too much riding on my back for me to lay on it for you. When they come for me, I already be slanging. Dopeness off my lips, call me Ross or Reagan. When they come for me, I'm saying I'll see them niggas coming. And these proverbs hit harder and smarter than my guns. And I'm still loading AKs with BS. That's me shooting from my womb by way of Amaya Kai and Brielle Simone. See, I got the whole family on and my baby got my back. If I'm the black mama, then my nigga is Shaq. And if I click, clack, he gon' rat-a-tat-tat. Throw me another clip and we go cancel they ass when they come for me. They better come correct, cause I write wrongs, histories, and blueprints. Empire state of mind makes me the holy grail, and these 99 problems don't include this battle. That's my move forever. When they come for me, they gon' get their biggest lesson. Don't fuck with K by way of her essence of blessings. She's a whiz kid, brown-skinned girl with goddess soul energy. Love, peace, elevation, my trilogy. And if you ain't got wings, you can't even sit with me, can't fly with me, can't ride with me, but you can get these bombs over here and over Baghdad. 3,000 degrees to these big boys will leave you outcast. Whole speaker box in the middle of your chest. When they come for me, I'll be ready.
We wear baggy jeans and Timbs, fitted hats with the rims twisted back, walking with a pimp lean snap. Colors coordinated to match locks, braids, bald heads, and fades. The image we portray is as if we live in this madness without mirrors. Eyes steady in a stare, vision accurately prepared to see through hypocritical political judgment placed upon our struggling governments, proving only how they positively fear us. The most dangerous being to transform, strength of a woman, ruthless versatility, quick to cause harm. I said ruthless versatility, quick to get buck wild, original style. With the lyrics delayed longer than the length of an earth mile, conversations stay worthwhile, cause mental stay fertile, blessed child, born with the success to reform society, rearrange reality. Just wait and you'll see wisdom warriors coming to take over the world. Aggressive, aggravated, angry girls, refusing to disguise who we truly are, determined to fly, climb mountains, shine brighter than a star, sweeter than all my thugged out tomboy females. Stand up.
I don't have time for playground games. It's not safe to go outside. Everywhere gunshots ring out, broken mothers cry out because someone extinguished baby girl's flame with the stray bullets sent silently off course due to blind aim by blind rage. But when it's time to speak up, we are blind to the pain because we ain't see a thing. Ready to speak up against the injustice, but won't see something, say something to prevent it from happening in the first place. Silent cries heard like dog whistles. Now Lassie has to go save Timmy from being in the well because his well-being wasn't your concern until his presence tainted the water supply. Contaminated like Flint, served cold like ice, injustice ingested like daily vitamins. And now you're woke. But it's too late. Viral infection has set in, a tick-tock time release capsule of ignorance is bliss. But what happened to genuine human interactions? Oh, that's right. AI ain't got no soul. We've become technological slaves, doing anything to get likes and follows, following the leader for the next bandwagon craze, all for people who in real life wouldn't give you the shirt they're about to throw away. But man down, man down. No hands to help out, but hands to hold phones to record, hoping for a viral video payday. Now life is lost on permanent pause, off of screen time to press play.
He stands there, little arm up and face down, hand clasping the ribbon like strings leading to a full bouquet of red balloons attached to possibly the most unsuspecting anchor to keep them from flying away. His clothes and face the very evidence of a little boy, torn jeans, dirt everywhere, the scrape or scratch where gravity won the day, maybe a little bruise. He looks like he needs to be in the midst of a circus or a fair. He stands there, shoes untied, a slight breeze sways the balloons. The sun observes the scene, marking time above. Birds rise beyond the limit of the tethered balloons in the noise of the day. fades as a thought becomes more clear. Is he holding those balloons down, or are they holding him up?
Ooh-wee. Boy, welcome to the corner. Man, I hope y'all on high vibrations. How could y'all not be after that right there? That thing right there got me on go, no cow. Y'all know we not humping around. We didn't start humping around the way Jay got the spotlight. Shout out to her for that spotlight, man. She rocked that thing, and then the way that just speed round just went. Yo, y'all already know that was just a piece of the dope we about to drop tonight. We got an extra packed house, so I ain't even finna waste too much time. Y'all know I'm on Let's Go. My first guest, man, she dropped pieces because she just wanna spit, and she did that on 3 CDs. Over 20 years she been putting down for the culture, stopping her footprints in the sand by helping start 3 poetry troops. This queen, she's been empowering her way through life, from stages to multiple platforms, using her art to heal. So y'all know I'm welcoming K. Marie. Let's go.
I ink because it keeps my bick erect. Poetic diction owns the rights to my dialect. Ancestors' integrity with every spoken line. Like Lady Tess says, this is a prayer. It just so happens to rhyme. I scribe for eyes, candy apple rimmed, dripping tart tears dressed in despair. I ink for Romeo's misunderstandings and the suicidal Juliet. I vomit knowledge for co-gendering bitches to ensure that they get fed. Dogs return.
Yo, don't ask what just happened. We glitching it up over here. I think I got caught in the matrix for 2.5 seconds. How you doing tonight?
I was all right until I got caught with my mouth open. I was over here.
Let it out. What you was about to hit us with you was gonna hit us with a verse or something right fast, trying to get it together.
I didn't know what was going on. Look.
It was me looking down, looking around, trying to figure out what in the world was going on with my screen for the one time. But you already know we rocking it, man. Yeah. 3 CDs in. How amazing is that, man? And you just been healing people through just going through life. Like, how does that feel to just go around living your passions and your dreams?
Man, ain't nothing like it. Ain't nothing like having a partner to also be able to support that and fuel that, because everybody ain't able. So it's like a partnership with that, somebody that believe in your dreams as much as you believe in yours. Like that's life right there. So me by myself, absolutely, but you and I together.
Facts. So the first piece that you're giving us tonight, what is it? Where we going tonight?
Look, I got this new piece, right? I don't even usually read, but I just wanted to try it out. We got family in the house. Hey, y'all, wing.
Yeah, everybody, you see them over there. They're winging off the comments.
I wanted y'all feedback on it. Y'all tell me how it is. I'm a read one. Well, you and then I'll do my love poem later, so y'all gotta stay for that. But yeah,
hey, you see the comment right there, say come on with it. So I'm gonna say what that say, come on with it. Let's go.
All right, let's do it. Hey y'all. This black. My black like fudge covered Oreos. It's taking over. My black slap you awake harder than Folgers. It be sweet though, like molasses. Vanilla be its undertone, not that vanilla. The part that holds the flavor, the black. And my black like 3 a.m. sky when the stars are sleeping, when the moon is hide and seeking in the shadows. My black gon' go get it. My black gon' laugh with all teeth out, clap, stomp, howl, take off, run a mile. My black be proud like the unity of a closed fist ascending into the air. My black don't play fair because my black don't get there, but don't think that gives my black any despair, because my black be overcoming and overflowing. Texas oil spigot shooting into the atmosphere. My black shifts atmosphere to holy. It be more biblical than the red words. Our melanin sure is as powerful. Our black be powerful like King Kong, but we ain't no goddamn monkey. monkeys. We be gods. We be imaged after the sun. We life source. We light, warm, shelter, storm, or tornado that's calm. The piece of Africa in a bomb. My black be bomb.com. My black fresh like new kicks. It be nigga. It be bitch. It be understood and accepted. My black be belted from rooftops. High fashion. It can serve in the trenches and get presidential and classy. My black be versatile, chameleon, but bold, daring. My black be blaring like sirens. You can't fake my black, can't miss my black in your face like yayo, cause the fuck is John Cena? My black ghost face, my black killer, not like killer, but like killer, like you can't touch my black hammer. My black wild like afros, got locks made of chaotic control. I mean uncontrollable chaos, raised vibrations, elevated song. My black don't be wrong, but it do be misunderstood sometimes. But my black won't fold in them times. It got an erect spine like it took a blue pill, but it took a black pill. So my black BBC, black bold confident. It be my black be centerfold and both sides of the cover. It's urban and editorial. My black been here before and been here again. It's generational. Can't prove my people will ever own that boat. See, my black foundational, original, Lilith. My black be village in a singular vessel. It be united across multiple souls. My black be scroll, ancient, blessed, sacred. It be rock of ages. My black be hallelujah. It be woo, shabuya. It be instruction. It be Bible. My black be revival. My black, it sings hymns. It sermons the multitude. My black be baptized and it be renewed. My black be for me, even if it ain't for you. My black rhythm mixed with midnight blues, blue black, purple tar, licorice backed old school car. My black is near as it is far, as moon as it is sun. My black. So come on, get you some. That's black.
I'm over here. I'm so black. Yes, I love that, man. You just, hey, man, the PPC, the corner pack been in here rocking in the comments. They loved it. You wanted to know the feedback? You got it, man. That was, I ain't even gonna ask what inspired that. I'm pretty sure you inspired that. Right. It's just self-explanatory. That was just an amazing piece, man, and a great way to really start the show off. For you to just say, "I just got something I just wrote. I want to try."
Look, it's National Poetry Month. You do that 30 for 30 as poets. You try. I didn't get to 30. I was really busy, but that was one of the things that came out. So I just had to see what it was talking about,
Hey, man, you just killed that piece, was everything. So I already know the people gonna stick around and hear what you got coming next, because y'all know she coming back around that corner. She coming back around that corner. And y'all, we got to talk about her CDs, y'all. They out there on the platforms. Y'all got to get them. 2 of them out there in rotation that y'all can get right now, y'all. And I checked them out. They corner bumping and they corner prices. Let's go. Oh, piped up. Yeah. Yo, that was exciting. That was such an exciting way to just blast off like that, man. Yo, she got me feeling in the vibe. But my next guest, man, y'all already know, is a fellow cafeterian. And when you in the caf, we refer to him as the king of father times. You know what I'm saying? His journey started when he was a teen, although military and family life distracted him from it for a little while. But when you got a calling, it's just that, y'all. It's a calling. So he had to get back at it. And during the pandemic, he was just like everybody else, had a little time on his hand, and he found himself in the cafeteria. And y'all know when you're in the caf, you got to eat. And man, he is part, half duo of a powerhouse, partners in rhythm, and they also host lyrical vibes. Man, y'all, welcome Father Times to the corner.
Look at me and tell me what you see. You think you see it all, but it's just a part of me. Each side of me growing and ever changing, so nothing remains as it was, but as it is, and never as it will be. You see, I am not the prism. The prism is me.
Yo, the calf crew in here heavy. Let me bring him up. Yo, King, how you doing tonight?
I am doing so well, Keynotes. Thank you for welcoming me to your platform. I am so excited to be here and be here amongst just bomb poets. My God, how in the world am I going to go after K. Marie? Jesus.
Oh man, what you talking about? I'm so glad I don't have to. That's all I was thinking. Like, thank God I'm hosting. It's over. Because she did just shut that down. But come on, you're amazing in your own right. We all are. That's why we stand on our own. It's all for the culture. So I already know you about to rock the house with something great. So don't even worry about it. I ain't worried about it.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Keynotes. You know what? I want to take you back in time.
All
Take
right,
you back
let's
in
do
time
it.
to a place where we like to go when we close our eyes and think about some of our favorite moments in life. It's titled Race the Sun. There was no on your mark, get set. We would just go, running breathlessly into the wind at breakneck speed into the day, fueled by our youth, guided by our imaginations, and protected by a combination of blind luck, parental prayers, and legion upon legion of tired, weary guardian angels, which I'm sure constantly asked God why. We took on the day. A juvenile army, undaunted by age or height, looked at the rising sun and said, challenge accepted. We rode bikes, skateboards, and shabbily built contraptions that did not have safety in mind, designed primarily for speed, since brakes were usually an afterthought. We ran in packs, taking over yards and playgrounds, planting our flag, which couldn't be seen but was heard clearly by our noise wherever we went. We set up many bases and overthrew several kitchens along the way. Yes, we were the locusts that caused many trips to supermarkets everywhere. Ice cream trucks couldn't outrun us, fences couldn't contain us, and the weather only marked how dirty you might be when you returned home. We raced the sun, jumping ditches, climbing trees, and swimming in secret ponds. We raced the sun, tagging every friend, catching every ball, finding every new path. We raced the sun and almost caught it every day until we had to be home before the streetlights flickered on. The last race of the day. The bath, dinner, prayers, and bed. Waiting for the sun to rise and for the race to begin once again. We raced the sun. Father Time.
Yo, if you didn't just take everybody to the corner just then, you just took them to the block. You had to be home before the street light came on. Your mama and them didn't play that back in our time, y'all. For real, for real. These kids these days got it so easy. They be like, we on the porch. No, we couldn't even be in the porch. We had to be in the house, in the tub, ready for bedtime or whatever. 8 o'clock, we was in the bed. I know I was 8:30. I better be asleep. You know what I'm talking about? For real, for real. And that was life. So I'm not even, I know what inspired the piece. How long ago did you write that piece?
I wrote that, I would say that's probably about 10, 12 years old now. Me looking at, I have 3 boys, and I was watching them grow. And, there are the PlayStation this, there's the phone that, and all these kinds of things. And I was thinking back to the kind of childhood I had and what they were missing out on in certain ways. The way you found out where your friends were is by going and finding out where your friends were. Where were all the bikes piled up in the front yard? That's where your friends were, instead of just seeing, who was online. I know it may sound a little old-fashioned, but
no, it doesn't. It actually doesn't. It sounds like real life. It sounds
exactly.
like go outside and play. It sounds like drink from the water hose. It sounds like what children need to be doing right now. No, it definitely. I'm over here with it. I mean, everybody who watched this show know I got eight 8 great kids that I love. 1 grand and 1 on the way. I ain't as young as look, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know, that's how I raise my kids. I do not play that 7 o'clock day is on it, you know, but we can talk about that all day, but they definitely on the schedule. You know what I'm saying? We call it military, call it what you want, but no, we don't play that around here. And I love the kids, so I always make time to say, flick them kids on this show and flick them kids up if they ain't doing right at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Stick around for the time you got to come back and give us another one after another one. You know what I'm saying? So stick around, y'all. Let's get it. Yo. Oh, I'm trying to put up all these comments at the same time, but y'all look, this is quickly becoming one of my favorite parts of the show. Yep, we got us a jumper, an unknown poet, and he hit me up and said he wanted to jump off the porch. Hell, I be praying they don't fall off the porch for real, because I don't be knowing what they coming with either. I just want them to come on here and do their thing, and he said he was ready to do his thing, so I said, let's go. So y'all know, his name is Paul Cram, the poet. Excuse me, let me slow it down. And the name intrigued me by itself, because the name is proof a woman can raise a man. Woo! See what I'm talking about? He got me choked up over here just from the name by itself, y'all. I was intrigued like that. So I was like, let's go. So let's go. He jumping off this thing. Let's do it.
Mother, there's too many of you crying.
For sons that are never coming home due to being tried and convicted of being a black man. The charges that they were born with seem to carry a mandatory sentence of death that is quickly carried out by a modern-day lynch mob known today as the police. Since I was born, covered in the same melanated target as those before me.
Yo, Paul Cram, I butchered your name. I'm so sorry I did that. It happens though. I was choked up. I'm so excited when you told me that it had a meaning, because at first I was like, what in the what? You know what I'm saying? But then when you told me what it meant, I was like, oh, okay. He coming with that power for real. I mean, come on, that the name by itself was like, yo, that is on 10. So welcome to the corner, my friend. We jumping off the porch today.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm honored to be here.
Now, how you feeling?
I feel good. I feel real good. I feel real good. I mean, it's been a while since I actually just spit. So.
Hey, that's what's up, because you tore down that speed round. I ain't even gonna flex, you know what I'm saying? Because that was my first time hearing you for real. So, you know, the speed round, I was sitting up like, whoo, he jumped and he took a real leap and he out there, baby. He came on through for real. So I was like, yeah, let's go.
I'm just glad I went first. That was that would have been a hard act to follow.
Yes. Big thanks. So what poem are you doing for us today?
I'm doing a piece called Grandpa's Advice. My grandpa used to say this little saying. It was funny to me growing up, but he explained what it meant. And then some things happened, you know, as we got older with the police brutality against unarmed black men and women. And this is my way of fighting. You know, poetry is my way. That's my weapon.
Okay. Well, let's get to it then. Let's go.
All right. Grandpa's Advice. Sometimes you just got to take the fucking. These are words my grandpa instilled at me at an early age, teaching me the lessons that everything does not deserve a response. So in other words, sometimes you just have to let people make it. And don't worry, it's not because you are afraid of them, but you should really be afraid of you. My grandfather, who is now amongst the ancestors, was a very strong and wise man that demanded respect with each and every step that he took on this spiritual plane, which leads me into another very important lesson that he taught me, which was, as a man, if you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. And that is why during these times, the fucking I am just not in the mood for. I'm too tired. I have a headache. I have any other ailment that you can think of in hopes that you will have the understanding that I am not going to accept anything you're trying to give me. And if you need further clarifications, I'm basically telling you that I have become celibate to all of the bullshit. So the fucking, I can't take this time. I cannot undress my truth and expose what you may feel is a vulnerability. Just for you to try and attack it with lame excuses and ill prepared lies in a weak ass effort to justify unjustifiable homicides committed by those who hide behind the thin blue line. I just can't. I cannot set an atmosphere where you are comfortable explaining why it's okay for an alleged traffic violation to turn into a racial confrontation, resulting in another man wrapped in melanated skin to die behind a discrimination type situation. Please, I'm begging you, don't touch me. I am not in the proper headspace. I am not in the headspace to allow you to grab my wrist and try to put them behind my back so you can force me to submit to the bullshit you're trying to present. But the evidence that you did transmit has a lot of facts that you did omit. Like, what was the reason originally for the stop? How did you go into an apartment and not realize that it's not your apartment? What is it about me that scares you so much that reaching for your service weapon is the initial confrontation of our conversation? These answers, these questions that we have, and so many others is the reason why I unapologetically refuse to continue to just take the fucking. Hell, as far as I'm concerned, I believe it's your turn. Take it, just like you expect us to do. In peace.
Woo! Now, see, and I love this, how you jumped off the porch, and now I want to know the man behind the poet. So you definitely have to come back, because now I'm sure everybody wants to know the man that is writing these fire poems like that. That was 2. You dropped 2 on us, and both of them was, I'm snapping over here. I'm yelling on the inside for you. I'm excited for you, King. Thank you so much for jumping out the corner, man. And we definitely have to catch you on the flip side, man.
No doubt. And I appreciate it. This was amazing.
Oh, I'm glad you are thankful you enjoyed yourself. Yo, the comments is still ringing in, and y'all think we finished. No. I still got a whole nother poet to go for y'all, man. 2 more of them, and it's just starting. We piped up in here. Me and this queen right here, we done shut down 2 different events so far, which was an honor for me because, yeah, she is what I call a powerhouse. She's been performing since 1998. She's a big community activist, and she started her own business called Life Practices, where she's a spiritual educator. This queen right here is one of the originals on Between the Women. But today, she is not in between the lines, y'all. She right here. So welcome Jules to the corner, y'all. Let's go, Noble.
Eyes have seen the glory of a coming of a war. We got combat boots and camouflage suits all scattered on the floor. Where we sharpen our machetes, clear the canals of our pistols. The truth is in the eye of the storm. But niggas and bitches will never be ready. Niggas and bitches will never be ready. Niggas and bitches will never ever be ready for war until you realize how to be niggas and bitches no more. Hey, yo, you give me the mic to let me, bro.
Hey, man, I'm over here on it. I love that piece right there. I can't wait till you drop the whole piece so they can see that, boy, niggas and bitches will never
be ready. Yes.
Be ready, and why they'll never be ready once you drop that piece. Before we even get into it, because they heard a little snippet, how long have you really been out here rocking in the poetry world?
Since 98. I don't like what you say. I don't look my age.
I thought you was gonna switch it up on me. I just wanted to make sure that 98 was the right year, because y'all, that right there is footprints in the sand. She's been going around dropping healing poets, poems out here on stages, platforms, everywhere. So Jules, what's the first piece you hitting us with?
So the first piece, actually, I'm somebody that I consider myself, I was born conscious, right? And so what that means is like when you conscious, you're awake and you're aware, you got a responsibility. So I put my coaching in my poetry. So this first piece is called Frustrational Release. And it's just I like to educate people that whenever frustration comes into your life, that's actually a sign that you're about to shift. So that's
Hey, well, wait a
what's
minute. Say it one more time, because when you sent it to me, we were trying to figure out how to pronounce that mother sucker. Okay, so just say it one more time for me, and then I'm out.
it's called frustrational release. As a poet, we make up our own words sometimes. Frustrational release. Go to a little something like this. This flow in which I roll against, I know it is a holy gift. It rides the currents of my veins to splatter across the empty page. I right to wrong this life I live and wonder who's creating it. Words touch my lips like morning kiss to release my heart from rage. This is my frustration, no release. This is my frustration, no release. How can I change the things I do not see? This is my frustration, no release. This is my frustration, no release. This is my frustration, no release. I can't believe how it's conquering me. This is my frustration, no release. On an everyday basis, we seem to be faced with some kind of situation testing my patience, trying to force my pride to divide, snatching my innermost valuables to the outside, unguarded, ungated. I can't believe I let it get me so frustrated. But words of defeat will be nothing more than breath wasted, because success is so close, I swear I can taste it. With time not on my side and my dignity riding high, I refuse to let this bullshit push me to my limits and float around phony full of flattering gimmicks. I'm in this to win this. A loser's not who I be, but how can I change the things my eyes deny me to see? This is my frustration, no release. This is my frustration, no release. How can I change the things I cannot see? This is my frustration, no release. Seems I'd be better off being somebody else. But how can this be when my self-knowledge and wisdom of my greatest wealth never calm no more? Yet I refuse to let this bullshit push me to my peak. Surrender not to the circles secretly surrounding me. Songs I sing, I write to release my heart from this cage. Yells I scream and shout and participate in juvenile horseplay. Hoping to be perceived as a misguided soldier lost in a maze. I didn't write these days, so I write them down on a page and wait for somebody to come and explain how the hell did we even get here? This is my frustration, no release. This is my frustration, no release. I can't believe how it's conquering me. This is my frustration, no release. You see, my poetry is holding me captive to my soul, captive to the words my heart won't let my mind let go. To many, I am simply a delinquent without a drive, with my reflection reveal a rebel on the rise, refusing to hide behind or fall victim to the beast. I will fight for my day to be until the day I am deceased. But I'm a comrade in an army where my brothers aim and shoot at each other, and betrayers go to the enemy to betray fictitious protection for their brethren. Yea, though we walk through the valley of the see-through, where hell begets jails and heaven's ruled by the deceitful. Desires wrap you in and trap you in and try to keep you, but I fear no evil. You see, my rod and my staff, they are my pen and my pad, for they comfort me as a release to refocus my wrath, because this flow in which I roll against, I know it is a holy gift. It rides the currents of my veins to splatter across an empty page. I right to wrong this life I live and wonder who's creating it. Words touch my lips like morning kiss to release my heart from rage.
That shit remind me of my grandmama, man. I'm trying to tell you, man, for real. Life will have you like that, no cap. And the fact that you wrote it out, you made your pen ink about things that people go through in real life and how to deal with certain situations. I love that, man. I absolutely love that. You definitely gonna have to come back around. What first? What made you write the piece? Let's go there a little bit.
Well, truth be told, it is actually my redemption, my rewrite of the 23rd song. Yea, though we walk through the valley of the see-through, where hell begets jails and heaven's roof. Yeah. So it's like and when I went through and read that passage, that song is like, all right, this is talking about, I lived in Newark, New Jersey. This is talking about what we go through every day. You know what I mean? So it's like I just rewrote it like, yea, though we walk through the valley of the shadows of death, where I fear no evil. That's on an everyday basis. My I be faced with, you know.
Right, and I feel no evil. Believe that. So thank you so much, man. You definitely got to come back and bless us one more time. Let's get to it. Y'all know I be quick on the trigger and don't even be trying to. That's my second time doing that too, Noble. My bad. Love you. My bad. My next guest, last but definitely not least, y'all, she is fairly new to the spoken word game. Less than a year, and she's already performed at the Linda in New York, but ain't nothing like South, because her favorite place is definitely just Jason's in Montgomery. She also owns her own business called Natasha Inspired Crafts and Events. And when she's not filling orders or events, she's shaking up her own room with her own podcast called Stay Tuned. But y'all ain't got to stay tuned because she in the house tonight. Come on through, Yoshi, yo!
The world, the only difference between respect and popularity would be the number of handshakes instead of outbreaks and windows. That I know what you did last summer will be the start of pleasantly shared memories instead of the start of blackmail to change someone into submission. If I rule the world, there'd be no bigots. Only the biggest celebrations of life, learning from our elders to make us wise, the true meaning of existence untarnished by lines of perceived unresolved differences. Black and white.
Wayne, how your day going today?
It's going good. I'm excited to be here.
Oh man, I'm so happy. Y'all, man, the house has y'all have rocked me, shocked me. I'm in the mood. I'm feeling the groove. Y'all have definitely inspired me tonight. So thank y'all so much for being in the house. What piece are you dropping for us first tonight?
My first piece I'm gonna do the Fletcher versus People.
Well, let's get to it, yo.
Today, we are here for the closing arguments in the case of the People versus Fletcher. The charges are aggravated assault and first-degree womaning while black. Fletcher has chosen to represent herself. Let's listen in. You could have made me anything, but God, you made me a black woman, a queen in my own rights, but ruler of nothing. How the fuck did this happen? I crawled out the womb with 2 stripes on my back, and now that I'm educated, it's definitely a wrap. See, the propaganda's been against me, and all my life I had to fight for my identity. Everybody wants something I got except for my struggle. Lord, if they take away everything that makes me special, what does that make me? See, white men want my strength to use my back as a step stool. Black men want my pussy, but not the kids he created with it. When did my identity become the staple for gay men? They get to be sassy and loud and proud, but when I do it, I'm ratchet, ghetto, and aggressive. Fuck this shit here. See, I'm sick and tired of being called out my name or less than beautiful, but if Kieran pays for these same features, she's put on a pedestal. Why am I only wanted if I become a sex symbol? Is it all that you want to see for me is to make this ass clap with caterpillars for umbrellas and baby hair snatched to the gods? Don't even get me started on Kyle, who wants to be Carrie. How the fuck does he have more women's rights than me? Does his pussy have more value because he paid for his and I got mine for free? I mean, why is there a target on my back and on my children's backs just for being black? And why do I have to be strong enough to accept it? So yes, Your Honor, I fought. I fought not to be property. I fought to be human. I fought to be considered equal. Hell, I've even fought with other black women not to continue these stereotypes so our children and our children's children don't have to continue to fight the same old fight. But your Second Amendment gave me the right to bear arms and I used my fist. But it wasn't assault. It was self-defense. See, I'm just trying to break down these walls that Jim Crow built brick by brick. So it doesn't really matter what the jury says. I plead guilty. I've been guilty since 1991 and I'll continue to be until I draw my last breath. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Bama grown and cornbread raised, and I will continue to fight with everything that I am because I refuse to let my enemies win. And I rest my case.
You won that case with flying colors. You was definitely a good lawyer out there. I don't even have to ask what made you write the piece. I know what inspired the piece, that real woman shit. You know what I'm saying? But how long ago did you write the piece?
That was wrote back in November.
Okay, fresh. That's a fresh piece too. I love when y'all bring your fresh pieces to the corner, man. They still wet. They still got a little wet on them. I love that. Oh, you're going to have to come back and give us another one, man. Y'all already know it's time to get back in that rotation. I got to bring Kay back up through here. Queen, you had the room about nervous in this thing. You done shook the room with the first poem. Unmute. We want to hear you. Unmute. Oh, yeah.
I was just talking.
It's okay. I saw you. I knew you was over there going in like, yeah. I know the vibe in the room is so high. I'm loving this, man. The atmosphere is amazing. So what's the second piece you doing for us?
I always got to talk about my baby. And I know people be like, she always do some kind of love poem. And that's...
And so, right, I'm in love. If you in love, wear that shit. Embrace that shit, man. Shit, even the Bible tell you they came 2 by 2. It's supposed to be you and some damn body. Go get you somebody. Find your somebody. Right. You know what I'm talking about? Don't worry about it. Find you 2, 3 somebodies if that's your life. However you live, do your bodies. Have your bodies. So, all right. So, what's that piece called, Queen?
This piece is called Rib Talk.
Rib Talk. Well, let me get up out of here.
Y'all can't hear them, right?
I hear them. It's okay.
Oh,
they part of that real talk too. You know what I'm saying? Nobody, we on the corner, baby. Kids we safe. The kids safe on this corner. They safe on this corner right here. Ain't gonna be no shootout or nothing. Go ahead, let's go.
You right? Okay. Do my poem. Oh, can I do some shameless plug? You probably got a space for that. Let me not do it. Let me just do my poem. And when I told him his rib now belonged to me, it was a discreet way to tell him that we were one. And before I could finish my thought, he hit me with an I already know. I felt that shit when it was going on, and there's nothing I can do but smile and chuckle, adjust my harness and secure the buckle, because these daydreams just personify our ride, and it's breathtaking. On some pinch me, I must be dreaming type shit. On some happily ever afters do exist, and he is my bliss. The foundation to my happiness, he is heaven sent. It's also where he traveled from. Aroma so sweet almost smells like perfume, but that's just the me on you, the we on you, the you and I French braided into my nostrils. You see, we be twisted, angel feather and halo scented, marbled and floored with the golden finish, so in sync, we can complete each other's sentences. Period. He dwells in places I've never seen before. Leaves little love notes in the crevices of my core. Rib rungs coated with words adorn my insides, bejeweled with his love. He creates a sacred place in my center, more sacred than what I had when I entered into this world of the living. He shows me a different living, puts a pep in my breaths and a skip in my movements. His love is like a movie, the one you would play until the film ran out, until the ribbon has to be hand wound. And no, we don't mind. We know it takes work to keep this thing riding, and we ride until the wheels fall off. It's a ride along. True story. He's my Friday on a Monday morning, the only boy in my hood. My central intelligence knows the upside is loving him good, and I love you better. We NWA, niggas with altitude, straight out of my heart, baby. You my ice cube, and no one cracks my side like you do. But I guess you would know how to tickle your own rib bone, bone of his bone, flesh of my flesh. We are one, like Neo. Because of you, we're living a champagne life in a higher place. You're part of the list that I never knew I needed. If I'm one in a million, then you too love. You love me back to life. You're incredible. Good man, let me love you closer, gentleman. And so much of me loves being the go-to, the supporter of your back. My spine keeps your backbone intact. I help hold you upright and most definitely down. I keep your feet grounded. I force your mind to stay boundless. I sit between your ears and rummage your thoughts. I plant seeds to make sure that this life gives you every single thing that you want. And I have to be honest, I never fell in love. I walked into it freely. No gimmicks or play feelings, false dealings, just light of flight. And we've upgraded to soaring, wings as pretty as Maxwell sings. And I'm fortunate to have you, boy. And this woman's work looks amazing next to your ascension. Whenever, wherever, whatever lifetime we are in, we would still end up hand in hand, band matching band for grain of sand after grain of sand. And the fire we make creates matrimony. See, I've been making plans, and baby, you're all over them. Wale, I mean, voila on your magic hands, cause see, you've touched me, and I hope I haven't said too much, see. I'm just trying to shed some lightning on the storm I marvel in. You, son, keep my moon lit on some natural shit. Eclipse my heart and makes my rocket ship. And well, shit. I said all of that just to say this, my baby. Yeah, I fucking love you. Oh.
Amen.
A fan over here for life. My mama, you tell me where you gonna be at. I'm gonna pull up on you somewhere. You hear me, man? That was amazing. I already know where I'm pulling up on you. Hey, I'm coming to your show. But I got to definitely, you are amazing, man. Thank you so much for blessing us. Stick around, don't go nowhere. Y'all know we be running on that time, man, but on the corner, we really don't give a flick, flocker. But at the end of the day, let me get it going. Thank you, Queen.
Thank
you. Yo, come on back through, Sky. Let's go. What's the piece you've given us, man? Tonight has been such a blessing. I'm on 20, cloud 20 right now.
Well, I'm going to do my best to keep you there. I'm going to share with you the newest piece that I've written.
All right, man.
What's
the name of it?
How Do I?
All right, and don't worry about keeping me there. I love the culture. I love good poetry, and you definitely got that. So let's spit it. Let's go.
Sounds like a plan. I was asked to write for a anti-gun violence rally, so I'll share it with you now. How do I? I remember when my son was born, my father said, "Don't be afraid to ask, how do I?" New parents don't know how to do this, so make sure you ask. 10 fingers, 10 toes, and a cute little nose. Lord knows, I didn't know. So on behalf of many new parents, I have questions. How do I explain to my 6-year-old when his best friend looked asleep that day but will never wake up? How do I make a game of hide and seek fun for him again instead of a matter of life or death? Can you tell me, how do I have a dance party with my princess when she can't dance, can't run, can't walk anymore? How do I play wrestle with my son when I must be careful of the pins and rods holding his arm together or the halo for his neck? How do I get my girl to stop counting exits when we go somewhere or being nervous in crowds with her head on a swivel? How do I get my boy to keep from hiding in the closet with every loud noise until I say, all clear? How do I make my little girl's first experience with makeup still fun, even when she's learning how to cover up scars? Or how do I tell my son his dreams aren't dead while making sure he changes his colostomy bag right? How do I teach my child how to drive when the car I learned on didn't have to be wheelchair accessible? Or how do I find a way to get them through the 4th of July, year after year after year? How do I hold them when they're just beyond my reach? How do I give them words of wisdom and life they can hear above the screens? How do I knit together all the thoughts and prayers to be a blankie for my child who doesn't want to go back to school? How do I find my child lost in cartoons again instead of lost on breaking news? How do I lead them into a peaceful tomorrow when I'm scared today? How do I piece together the shattered innocence of their youth when I can't even find all the pieces myself? If those questions are too hard, then please, please answer me just this one thing. How do I raise a ghost when that's all you've left me, Father Time?
Time so we can dive into that one right there. We might have to set up a pre-interview off air that I run on air, because I know we need to get into that one right there. Sir, much respect for that poem right there. That was a deep one. I'm gonna have to run that one back twice. For real, for real. Like, no cap. Thank you so much for coming on. Y'all know what it is. We dropping all fire. He done hit us with one tonight, y'all. Let's get Noble back up here. Woo, King. Woo-wee. Tonight is one for the books, y'all. Noble. Let's get it going, baby. I already know we're going to go a little bit over time, but it's all right. Because they got to hear this niggas and niggas and you got to give it to them the way only you can give it to them. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all the name of the next title. Let me get up out of this thing. Let's go.
Blessings on blessings. The name of this poem is Niggas and Bitches. But first, I want to make it understood. It's not talking about people. It's talking about an identity. And I want to give a shout out to all the poets who spoke tonight. And as a community, as a nation, as a world, it is time for us to shift the paradigm from the identities of niggas and bitches. Here we go. Whew. My eyes have seen the glory of a coming of a war. We got combat boots and camouflage suits all scattered on the floor, where we sharpen our machetes, clean the canals of our pistols. The truth is in the eye of the storm. But niggas and bitches will never be ready. Niggas and bitches will never be ready. Niggas and bitches will never ever be ready for war until we realize how to be niggas and bitches no more. Ayo, you give me the mic and let me rowdy up the crowd. Make they skins blush with green lights, eyes the eyes of the owl. No, no, noble, not yet. No, not yet. No, what do you mean? We survived the lies, the years of captivity, and we still don't have a team? The many prophets, the rolling of tears, mentally, physically dripping of sweat. We revise techniques and strategies through obstacles and passing breeze, yet we let nothing resurrect. These are the days of revelations, all that too do we forget, for I can 360 my head to watch my back and watch the back of my enemy. Send poisonous venom through my bloodstream, sucking the bullshit out divinity. Extend rage, detecting one nigga existing 3 feet beyond me while you stick figure lords, hand puppets, dancing across the boards, guarding your grill with paper machete swords. Can't even comprehend that the only reason you participating in this culturally biased treason is simply the fact that niggas and bitches will never be ready. Niggas and bitches will never be ready. Niggas and bitches will never ever be ready for war until we realize how to be niggas and bitches no more. You see, my thoughts travel through parallel prisons from throughout the equinox, transiting through my 9 ether to unlock the weakest lock, floating my physical form against the current reform backwards to rescue wisdom and to stop the ticking clock. Talking to consume the energies from my mommy's tomb. I heard them plotting on our destiny as a cocoon in my mommy's womb. To whom this may concern is those whose blood is as thick as cotton, and those who are mentally chained to a game, meant to erase your inherent gain. So focused on this thing they call maintain, our true identity is forgotten. The demon ahead makes us stand as the underman, overstand. So then divide to the coming of the calculating of time versus speed. Within this equation, you'll find this American freedom to equal dependency. Divide and conquer. Take heed or be wasted. They're making righteous ones, speak with righteous tongues, holding righteous guns, but living off the root of all evil being, which is not money. The root of all evil being is the lack of money. We making our queens bitches. And we ignore the track that chases our kings back forward into niggas, but y'all don't hear me though, cause niggas and bitches will never be ready. Niggas and bitches will never be ready. Niggas and bitches will never ever be ready for war until we realize how to be niggas and bitches no more. You see, I call you nigga to get your attention. They call you nigga to change your image. Nigga means ignorance, or better yet, ignoring the fact that you are what you think, giving us the reality of, so what's good, my nigga? Chilling in the hood, my nigga. Did you see what was in the sky, my nigga? No, my nigga. Why, my nigga? Because my eyes just figured on your figure, nigga. Give your shit up, nigga. They want another nigga to die, my nigga. Yeah, give your shit up too, bitch. They want another nigga to die, my nigga. 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 They want another nigga to die, they want another nigga to die, my nigga. To all niggas and bitches is extinct. There's a war going on currently outside, and 95% of us are not ready. There's an African proverb that says, once you conquer the enemy within, there is no enemy without. And the truth is in the eye of the storm.
Fact.
It at the end, I want to be like, ah! And I love that piece, yo. I know that piece. That's how much I love that piece, yo. Like, that's one of them pieces that you, when you made that piece, it will always live, no matter how old. How old is that piece?
That piece is, I finished it in 2003.
You see what I'm saying? Say less, man. You know what I mean?
years.
I wish we could dab into that some more. 2003, and it's still relevant right now today, y'all, like it was wrote yesterday. But yo, man, I gotta get Yosh back up here so she can close this thing out. We have had a night tonight, y'all. If y'all didn't enjoy yourself on the corner tonight, then y'all don't know what good dope is, and you need to stop smoking. Yeah, because you done got some bad shit. For real, no care. Let me get Yosh back up through here. Yo, hey, I am so excited to hear how you about to close this thing out. You know, two newbies sitting right next to each other, new to the spoken word game, less than a year. I take my hat off to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited to hear what you got, what you bringing, Queen.
This last one is If I Were Poetry.
If I Was Poetry, y'all. So let's get into it. Let me get up out of here.
If I were poetry, I'd tell you that I am music. I am the understanding in slight glances of unspoken words, thoughts that lead to lip tugs and musings into hip hugs. I am that cool breeze on your cheek on a hot summer's day. the smell of grandma's kitchen on a Sunday evening. I tell you that I've had some good days, and I've had some hills to climb. But shit, being poetry ain't easy. That some nights I feel balled up and left by the trash can, and some days I feel stretched out, a little wrinkled, but inspired. I am home. I tell you that I am the E to turn your fast pace into a slow peace. The tears you cry in unbridled fear and forgotten memories and sunshine. I am pressure to bloody wounds, frantic anxiety, and deep sighs, the rhythm of skipped heartbeats. I would tell you that I am that fiend searching for my next hit of dopamine, because it's dope. I mean, how these lines ease my pain. I'm addicted. I'm faded. I'm rejected, neglected, unprotected, truth revealed, and faith restored. I am Ecclesiastes chapter 3 in entirety. I'm unrequited love, asking for nothing more than to breathe. I would tell you that healing lies in me. If I were poetry, I tell you to call me Renaissance, because I have everything in me that you aspire to be. And that's not a dig or to belittle you, but hopefully motivation that if you can see it in me, then you would know that you are poetry. And that's a piece.
What a way to finish. That's my favorite sound right there. Woo! What a way to finish the show out, man. Talk about being poetry. We were poetry tonight. It was poetic in this mother sucker tonight. Y'all, thank y'all so much for blessing this room, blessing it up and blessing it down. Queen, amazing piece, just like the first piece. Thank you so much for rocking out with me tonight, man. Y'all got to come back. I want to recap on the show. I want to rerun on the show and all that. Y'all know what it is, man. We're going to keep it simple around this thing. Y'all know how I end this thing, man. I'm out.
I want to thank everybody who tapped in with me this week, especially my guests. And remember, if we make it to see tomorrow, we are blessed. So wake up with gratitude so it shows in your attitude. And that's how you reach those major latitudes. So let's go. No, really, let's go, because I'm out.